What is your credit score and why is it important? Your credit score, which is also known as a credit rating, is a number that represents the likelihood of you paying credit back. Lenders, such as banks and credit card companies, will look at your credit history when calculating your credit score. Each lender will calculate a different score for you when you apply. This shows the level of risk when deciding whether to lend. Each credit reference agency can give you their own credit score, which indicates how well you've managed your credit in the past. The better your credit score, the more chance you have being accepted for credit and at better rates. If you are applying for a mortgage to buy your first home, each lender will calculate your credit score based on these three things: information from your credit report, your application details such as salary and job type, existing data, especially if you are an existing customer. Your credit report is like a financial CV, and it is calculated based on lots of factors, such as how often you apply for credit, how much you owe, and whether you make payments on time. Late payments and defaults will affect your credit score negatively, but making payments on time and being registered on the electoral roll can improve your score. There are three main credit reference agencies in the UK: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's a good idea to check your credit report with all three, as they can be slightly different. You can do this for free. It's called your statutory credit report. It's good to check your credit report at least once a year, and usually a couple of months before you apply for credit. Remember, as each of the agencies can differ, it's best to check all three. Credit reports contain lots of information such as your name, your address, your date of birth, whether you're on the electoral roll at your current address, your total outstanding borrowing, any late payments on existing or past credit or loan agreements, any court judgments made against you, and whether you have been declared bankrupt or entered into an individual voluntary arrangement. Credit reports must be factual, but if you spot a mistake on your credit report, it is important to get it fixed. You can do this by contacting the credit reference agency, who will dispute it with the lender on your behalf. You can also contact the lender directly. An agency has 28 days from your request to notify you of the lender's outcome. If the lender agreed to update the information, it will be amended. However, if the lender does not change the information, then you can contact them directly to investigate. If you have any negative information on your credit report, such as late payments or a default, you can add a short statement to explain the reason why, for example, redundancy or bereavement. This is called a notice of correction. Find out more about your credit score, as well as other information for first-time buyers at firsttimebuyermag.com.